Hey, what's up, everybody? Hit that subscribe button, grab a seat, and welcome to our first episode of DreKo Music TV, where you can watch all of the latest interviews and more from the Mississippi Gulf Coast hottest emerging independent artists. Hosted today by me, Leela Moore. DreKo Music TV aims to shed light on all of the hardest working independent music artists. Starting off this week, we have today DreKo the Prophet, an owner and president of DreKo Music Productions, a great PR agency that works directly with Mississippi independent music entrepreneurs, and soon to be one of Gulfport, Mississippi's top state-of-the-art music recording studios. Yeah. Also, he is an owner of Truth Music Entertainment, an independent label that will focus on helping independent music artists record and create quality musical compositions, hits that inspire integrity and truth.
That's right.
All right, let's get it. First off, you want to give an introduction of who you are? Just let some people know who don't.
Well, how y'all doing? I'm DreKo the Prophet, straight out of Gulfport, Mississippi, by way Little Rock, Arkansas. I've been in the game independently for 12 years, to be exact. Started in 2012. Pretty much, pushing hard, doing what I do, independently. That's pretty much, what I have.
Okay. Well, I'm sure a lot of your fans want to know a lot about you, have a lot of fan-based questions to ask. Let's just get right into it. First off, what first got you into music?
Life itself, life circumstances, and, being able to utilize that to make a positive, outlook, for me, and to kind of channel that negative energy into, something positive. So that's what got me going, with music.
Okay. Who inspired you to make music?
I mean, anybody that has, what it takes to make good music. Anybody that influence and have a positive message to pass on. I'm pretty much inspired by all of them. The greatest.
Okay. So how would you describe the music that you create?
I would describe it as truth music. I mean, self-explanatory. If you was to put it in a category in the genre of what we have today, it would be in hip hop. But typically, I feel like my type of music and how I'm coming it's in a different category, a different genre.
Okay. All right. Now, what is your creative process like? Like, where does your lyrical content derive from?
Reading a lot, circumstances in life, other people's circumstances.
Okay, you got any good books you want to throw out there that people should read?
Yeah.
Some books that you get some of your influences and your creative musical content from?
Yeah, most definitely. It's a book. It's called Watch Your Mouth by Tony Evans. It's a pretty good book. The Holy Bible, of course. I get a lot of inspiration from there.
Okay, you don't find that much.
No,
okay,
I mean it's out there, but you gotta dig for it.
Okay. Now, who would you most like to collaborate with? Like, if you could pick one artist right now, independent or signed, who would you like to collab with?
I'm gonna have to go with Jay-Z, man. That's
good choice.
It's a couple of more.
You got some more people you would like to mention that you would mind doing a collaboration with?
I mean, yeah, Drake. Drake. He got some real good music. Female artists, Rihanna. I gotta give it to her. They got some hits that I grew up on. you know, I pretty much listen to give me a happy feeling.
Okay.
I can go on pretty much, but you know, those are really pretty much the ones who I would prefer to work with, you know, during the process of now, you know, that I could just, you know, pretty much think of.
Okay, now this next question is similar to it.
Mm-hmm.
Now if you could open a show for any artist, who would it be?
Jigga, you know,
Okay.
most
All
definitely.
right.
You gotta go with Jigga.
Now, what is one message you would give to your fans? An important message that you want your fans to know?
I mean, stay true to yourself. Be who you are. Do not let other influences, negative influences, you know, get you to feeling like that what you are doing is not what you're supposed to be doing. I mean, you know, just stay focused, you know, and try to do the right thing by everybody, you know, and just play by the rules.
Okay, all right. Now I know music is not your only talent. So if it wasn't for music right now, or are you running a business, what would you be doing right now?
You know, I'd be playing some football, you know what I mean? That's where I was headed, you know, if I wouldn't have, you know, been into what I'm into now. But most definitely I would be, you know,
Okay, and I know
would have been on the field.
You did some acting too. The Card Counter,
Yeah,
starring
yeah.
Tiffany Haddish and
Yeah.
William Dafoe.
Uh-huh.
Shot in Biloxi, Mississippi at the IP Casino.
Yeah.
What was that experience like for you?
It was a cool experience, you know, and to actually get the opportunity to meet, you know, Tiffany Haddish and the other characters, you know, along with the process, you know, that was being, you know, shot or whatnot. But I mean, it was a good experience, you know, especially, you know, like I say, with the way things was set up.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a good experience, you know.
Okay, you guys go and check that movie out. It's called The Card Counter, starring Tiffany Haddish and William Dafoe from Spider-Man. You guys go check that out. You're going to see DreKo the Prophet in a couple of those scenes.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Yeah.
Okay, another question. Where have you performed? What is your favorite and least favorite venue? And do you have any upcoming shows?
I performed New Orleans area, Bank St. Louis area. Pretty much, you know, I really don't have dislikes because, I mean, if you know, doing what you love to do, you pretty much going to enjoy everything about it, you know, even, you know, from the smallest little tweaks, you know, from the big, you know, success.
Yeah.
You know,
you
you
start small. People don't think that you have to. They want to jump right into the big stuff first.
So, you're right. But pretty much I enjoy every little, you know, piece of it, you know, bad and good, you know.
Now, this question is from a couple of fans. Being that we are in an internet era, how do you feel that the internet has impacted the music business? In a good way or a bad way or kind of neutral?
I mean, it got its pros and cons. You know, everything has pros and cons. But it just depends on how you use it. If you're utilizing it for, you know, business,
right?
I mean, promotion, then it's going to be a benefit. But if you're just using it for drama, you know, garbage, you know, it's going to put you in a bad situation.
Okay, so definitely understand that. Another question. What is your favorite song of your songs that you love to perform?
Speak on it.
Okay.
Let's speak on it.
All right, you guys go and look up Speak On It. You can find it everywhere and anywhere. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music. Just Google DreKo the Prophet, DreKo THAPROPHET. You can Google that and it will pull up everywhere where you can find his music. Okay. Now, what is the most trouble that you've ever gotten into in your life? Because I know people try to, you know, they talk about trouble they got into. What is the most trouble that you've gotten into ever?
Me personally, I'm the type, I don't like to even talk about my trouble. It's embarrassing. some people nowadays they boast about it. They happy. I've been in jail such and such time. I'm happy I went to jail. I got
like
some.
it's
Yeah,
price to go to jail now.
Nah, man, that ain't cool. But I got traffic tickets. Little bitty stuff. Nothing major.
Okay.
I was just wise. And know how to move.
I see.
So if you move too fast, you get jammed up. But if you just move at the right pace, you can be one of the ones who never get caught.
Right.
But I just little bitty stuff.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they say trouble is easy to get in, but hard to get out. So, kind of want to get that message out to the young kids, because a lot of the youth are being destroyed by the trouble they're getting in and ruining their whole lives. So, if it was anything that you wanted to say, to the young generation, we are talking about 12 and 15-year-olds, doing adult crimes and throwing their whole life away. So, I know they get a lot of the influence from a lot of the music that's out there. Most kids do. So what would you say to a young kid that's on the verge of getting into some trouble and you want to kind of steer them back on the right path? What would your words of advice be to that kid?
I would ask them, simple as this. First question, do you want to be a follower or a leader?
Right.
Based on their response, I mean, that's pretty much how, I would go by it, but I would just, pretty much just kind of explain to them, let them know, hey, this is what you need to be doing versus doing this. And this don't really look cool like you think you do.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, this it might get you, what you need or what you want for the time being, but
street cred don't mean nothing.
After a while you get older and older, and then you have to switch up, you have to shift just like the seasons do.
Yep.
We all have to change, but just pretty much, just would kind of see where they head at.
Yeah.
Because it just depends on the person's mindset.
Yeah, good advice. Good advice. Next question. Now, what is the best advice that you yourself have been given by someone?
Never be a follower. Always be a leader.
Right.
Don't be afraid to speak, but it's a way to speak.
Yeah.
You always, you can say stuff how you feel, but it's a way to say it.
Okay.
And never stop, striving and having faith in, what you believe in,
Okay. All right. Now, if you could change anything about the music and entertainment industry, if it was your ball game and you had the power to just change one thing, what would it be?
Well, for one, I mean, I would change up the way that, I guess how our people, what I mean by that.
Yeah, I know.
I would change up the way that they, feel about one another, and how they, try to, stop another one progress, versus, when that person, do get to a point. It's weird, what I mean, versus even what I see and what I experience on my end. I was just, pretty much change the way that, kind of how we go about things, how we look at things,
better perspective on, especially our people. I understand that totally, because there are a lot of our people that are just getting lost out there.
Yeah, and
a lot of bull crap,
And then what's so crazy about it, people feel like they gotta prove a point.
Yeah.
Especially when they get to a certain point.
Right.
But I mean, that's how I look at it,
Okay. Now, I want to touch base on a lot of the things that have been happening. How do you feel about the most recent tragedy about the elementary school shooting that took place? What are your thoughts, on how the police reacted, the response time? I mean, it could have been handled better if they, could lives have been saved? What is your opinion on that?
I mean, it's sad, but I wasn't there. You know, I just think that whatever, you know, happened, how it happened, I mean, if there could have been a solution, you know, to stop that, or, you know, even if the officers did have time,
Yeah,
you know, to go in, you know, to resolve the issues, you know, I just feel like all of that is just another tragedy, you know, that goes down in the history books.
Yeah.
You know, another reason, you know, why people feel like they should, I guess, you know, want to ban guns. You know, because some people.
I really don't think that would be a solution, because guns have been around. You know, I know people want to, but honestly though, if you take away guns, you'll start taking away everything else.
Yeah.
I think they do need to have stricter gun laws, because it seems like the kid that did it, he was underage. So it's weird how these people get guns when, you know. So what's next for you, and do you have any last remarks or shout outs that you want to give some shout outs to?
Yeah, right now I'm working on a single, Through My Struggles, and at the same time I'm in the process of working on an album as I build up. And I want to give a shout out to my affiliates, Vinny Beats, and I also want to give a shout out to my, you know, clients and, you know, artists, you know, that's in the city. TTE, Big Beezy, Big Kingfish, Aquafina, nia-p. Shout out to all y'all, you know, just keep, you know, doing your thing, you know.
And who's your producer for this next project?
Well, I got two producers I'm leaning, you know, with. CaesarBeats.com. Y'all can check him out. He got some real nice beats. And I'm gonna rock with Vinny, you know, as well. He gonna put some sauce on that thing for me.
Okay, all right. Well, this pretty much wraps up our interview. Thank you all for watching this week's episode, interview with DreKo the Prophet. Please stay tuned for next week's episode. You don't want to miss your next favorite independent music artist from Gulfport, Mississippi, or its surrounding areas. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
We out.
We out.